Our first fight this evening, three-minute rounds will be a catchweight fight at 130 pounds. Introducing first, the man fighting out of the blue corner. Standing 5'6" tall, his official weight, 130 pounds. His record, no wins, 1 loss. Representing Alliance Martial Arts in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, please welcome Kulbir Singh. His opponent across the cage, this man fighting out of the red corner. Standing 5'6" tall, his official weight 129.2 pounds. Representing Evolution of Fitness from Alexander First Nation here in Alberta, and tonight making his amateur MMA debut, please welcome Theo Auigbelle. The sound of the bell, your referee in charge of the action is Luke Boutin.
Three-minute rounds, the amateur ranks. Singh in the blue shorts, Auigbelle in the black. And we are about to get after it.
Theo is showing a lot of composure for his first fight. Nice little exchange there.
Theo going after it right away. We're Singh a little calmer.
Well, as opposed to his first fight, minus these body shots from Singh are really well. The thing is Theo seems to have a good Muay Thai base that he's working with. But the thing is, like with the Muay Thai clinch, nice takedown trip there from Theo. The big thing is with the Muay Thai rules, I mean the rules in amateur, you can't knee the face, which is a lot, and the elbow. So it takes a lot of the weapons away for Theo, unfortunately.
Then just make it a MMA kickboxing match.
Yeah, right now they're just slugging leather.
And fans love watching this stuff.
Oh, nice little right hook there from Singh.
Auigbelle told me he was a relentless pressure fighter. That checked out so far.
Yes, it certainly does.
Nice little combination there from Theo. The thing is, last fight is Singh would march forward on his opponent, so that's what's kind of interesting.
And he is. Now he is.
Yeah, now he's found his rhythm, just throwing big shots from him.
So, Auigbelle, big trouble.
Big shots, following it up. Theo being composed though, smiling. Just another day.
And
nice takedown.
Mitch, just talk about the evolution of the amateur ranks. We're talking about two fighters that only have one amateur fight, but it looks like they have way more experience than that.
It's so much different. Singh transitioning to the back there.
Like making good choices.
Making good choices. Definitely more skill level, more composure than like when I had my first amateur fights. Like it just wasn't established. Singh has his hand underneath the chin there.
Looking to end things here in round one.
Switches over to the other side.
Excellent choice by Singh. Trying to close out the show in style.
Got to be impressed with Singh here because he beat Auigbelle in his own game, and now he's implementing his game plan and doing so flawlessly.
That's Auigbelle in big trouble, but fights the hands, preventing the submission, but Singh constantly going after it.
The thing is, it's really hard to get the finish.
Arm. Excellent job. Is it a matter of time? Will Singh get the submission victory here in round one? Not a lot of time to work, 3-minute rounds.
Theo taking it to the weak side to hopefully put pressure on that lock. But got his arm free.
Mitch, how much harder is it to sink in a choke with the amateur gloves? There's a lot more padding.
Oh, it's so much harder. Like I didn't get to fight with the amateur gloves. When I fought amateur, they were just pro gloves. I just didn't get paid. That was the big difference. But right here, it's, as you can see, Singh has that hand underneath the chin. And he's working to finish, but just because of the thickness of those 6-ounce gloves, you can't get that same purchase that you can. And that's why locking your hands in a gable grip or maybe even Josh Thompson taught me this, hook your hand inside your own glove to be able to take the slack out of the line, so to speak, to get the finish.
We look back at some of the action that went down in round number one.
Singh here with beautiful uppercut and that left hook coming across the face. Theo looking up a little bit tall and having to really get his bearings back. He recovered well, but got taken down right after that.
the body language was very interesting at the end of the round because Auigbelle jumped up excitedly,
yeah.
and Singh is taking some deep breaths and coming to the corner, as you can see right there, taking some deep breaths. Deep breaths don't necessarily mean that you're tired, but certainly doesn't mean you're not.
Well, there's a lot of like that adrenaline dump combined with like energy expenditure of just trying not to go unconscious when Singh was all over him. It's a different thing. The other thing that Theo's doing well is he has to look at just shake it off, start over. Round 2 is the start of a new time. You know, especially with the way the rules are set, each round is scored individually. So you have a bad round, guess what? We start with a clean slate. But you can't carry that from the last round into this round.
You see Singh's coach shaking his arms out, getting the lactic acid out. Obviously, when he's going for a choke for that long, that can take a toll on how much you're able to throw for the rest of the fight.
Totally, and even like for finishing those chokes, that's another reason why like probably recommending to hook inside your own glove, which you can legally do. Being able to hook inside the glove is you're not relying so much on your bicep strength. It's more like you're pulling, take the slack out of the line, and being able to crunch in.
Round 2 about to get underway. Auigbelle really excited to get back after it. Left hand scoring, followed by the left kick right up the middle.
Back to that pressure fighting from Theo there.
Really throwing himself off balance in a lot of those exchanges.
A little spinning back fist action there.
You can see there's not as much zip on Singh's strikes right now.
Well, like you said, you know, like also when you get like that close to a finish and you can't finish it, it's going to damage your confidence. And then you're like, what do I have to do to put this guy away? And Theo's tough. You can tell by how he took those shots, wouldn't give up on those chokes. A lot of people would have given out there. And now Singh's kind of like looking to swing big, beautiful, right, left, right.
Theo head hunting right now, trying to damage Singh, who looks no worse for wear.
Both of them with good body language. Singh trying to kind of get his timing to throw those big shots versus the combinations of Theo there.
That's what Singh needs right now is to get in close, try to get him down.
And he gets the body lock and scores. Will he find himself in a good position now in the open guard of Theo? Will he look to sweep, submit, or just hold his up in there? You see him pushing away, trying to get back to an upright position, and he does exactly that.
It really stifles you with these amateur rules at this level where you can't ground and pound, which changes the game. And in that position that Singh was in, it would have been really more up his alley probably to be able to start raining blows, but you can in this rule set. So it made sense for him to get the takedown and then just stand up and look for, you know, advantages during these exchanges.
Both moving forward, but Singh trying to land the big shot as his adversary advances.
Little uppercuts there from Singh. Singh's corner calling for him to take him down. I think knowing that like Singh is getting the worst of these exchanges. Minus there.
Singh wide-eyed, trying to land a debilitating shot.
Body lock attempt here once again. As you talked about earlier, Aaron, it's like guillotines, these other chokes, they're really hard because you don't get that same grip that allows for you to finish. Also, Theo's, one of his main coaches, Sheldon Westcott, very strong guillotine. Almost forcing it right there. A nice little takedown from Theo. But, you know, that reaching back is like the #1 rule that we tell you can't do in wrestling. Never reach back. And sometimes it leads to these positions. And once again, Singh getting to the back, looking to get that hand underneath the chin, and I think he has it a little bit deeper this time than he did last round, realizing that he has to keep that pressure on his opponent.
And a lot of questions coming out of round number 2, especially when you're trying to figure out who won that round, considering the way the round played out.
Yeah, it's a competitive round, and I think Auigbelle might eke it out because of the striking. It's a little bit more damaging. I think when you saw Singh working on the ground towards the end, it was a little too late.
Yeah, with 12 seconds left, it's not going to be the same. But here, Theo landing these hard strikes, you know, there Singh looking to keep his opponent on his toes. Theo with a nice inside leg kick and being able to throw the combinations up and down, up and down. That's the difference. Theo's throwing in combination, and Singh is looking for like that one major big shot. And you know, in that instance, that's where Theo really was able to pull ahead. Was, you know, he had the pressure. he had the better exchanges in the striking and did more damage, in my opinion.
But if you're in the corner of Theo, are you confident it's a round apiece, or is there a possibility that you're down 2 rounds?
No, that's what I call a competitive round. I
Right.
think there's a clear round with round 1 is a clear round for
Yep.
Singh. A competitive round is, you know, you can make your evaluation. I would give it to Auigbelle personally, but if it goes the other way, you can't be surprised. There's a close competitive round, but again, based on the scoring criteria, I think Auigbelle did more damage in that round. It took Singh a little bit of time to get going in the second. And I think in the third, you'll see him get off to a faster start because, like you mentioned, Mitch, when you try to go for that finish in the first and you have that adrenaline dump, it's hard to get up for the start of the next round. I think in the third round, we'll see a better Singh.
I think also maybe his corner telling him we have to kind of like put our pedal on put our foot down on the accelerator because it's close. And who knows, you know, like we've been wrong before when judging these where we've just been totally off base, but you know, hopefully we have some idea what we're talking about.
Couple of big
like you
swings
said,
and a miss,
big shots from Theo.
And immediately, Singh looking for the takedown, controlling with that single leg. Theo trying to prevent the takedown.
Hard ability to come up from the single to the body lock. You know, it's hard to finish, and it puts your hips above your opponents a lot of the time, which prevents the takedown. Right here, they're jockeying for position. And Theo coming out strong in this third round. Good cardio, good condition, especially for a first fight.
Auigbelle doing his best to prevent the takedown. Singh looking for the little trip. The two disengage. Auigbelle headhunting once again.
But that's the thing, is Auigbelle is looking to hit on the breakaways, which is the difference maker in these, where it slowly allows him to slowly pull away. Look, he's throwing in combination. When they break off, and it causes Singh to reach, which is leading to failed takedowns. He's not level changing, and he's causing nice catch on the kick there.
And a big takedown for Singh. What can he do with it?
Singh's gonna look to take that back again. Nice little body lock position, but his chest is too far away from the back, which is leading to him not being able to pull his opponent into him or finish the, get his, like that seatbelt position.
And Singh clearly has a path to victory, or he believes he has a path to victory, and it is with this backpack.
Oh, totally. He's been successful, you know, every time that he's gotten to that position. Now here, look at where his chest position is. So if Theo continues to rock his opponent, he's going to end up on top. But Singh did a good job of keeping his chest pressure on the back, which causes his opponents to come with him.
Theo's trying to turn, but I don't think he's going to be able to.
Good control by Singh as he continues to hunt for the rear naked choke, making Auigbelle defend. And when you're on the defensive, that means you're not on the offensive.
Good hand fighting here from Auigbelle, you know, and coming up on top. And
awesome.
And the difference maker could be the fact that Singh put all his eggs in the basket in the first 2 rounds, and now
has nothing left.
Nothing left, you know. And like you said, Aaron, like his arms could be heavy, and he's eating big shots here and running into knees as he's shooting.
This is a huge takedown. Huge for Singh. Referee comes in, resumes action.
Now, I like how they didn't take the time to stop it, the momentum. It's such a moment maker in the fight right now. Theo doing a good job of push on the head, trying to get space, but Singh is staying heavy on the hips.
But the question here is this scoring? There's no damage being done.
Yeah, I understand.
And then you've got Auigbelle getting up and landing these strikes, and even though Singh is going to probably be able to take him down again, where's the damage coming from? And that's what the judges are looking for here.
I guess part of the damage is the mat. When you hoist somebody up and slam them onto the ground, that's effectively the same type of damage that you would take from a punch or a kick to the body.
Yeah, certain slams the judges look at as effective grappling. That's a very good point.
But it's like, it's effective grappling. It's never like defensive grappling. So like, in my opinion, you're given like 1 point for effective grappling, then boom, definitely Singh won that. But if you see here, you know, these big shots from Theo, throwing these in combination, and Singh looking for the takedown. You know, if we're looking just for damage, yeah, Theo won that. But in the, you know, the grappling aspect, then you got to give it to Singh. So it's like, out of that criteria, that 5 or 6 criteria, you know, you got to weigh both those things. And it's like, it used to be easier when there was less criteria. Like, who would you rather be at the end of the round? The guy who's all beat up, the guy who's sad in the corner, or do you want to be the guy who, you know, looked like he won? And it's almost when we add so much more criteria that we almost make it more, you know, open to subjection.
Absolutely, and this is going to be an interesting one because personally I think Auigbelle did the most damage in the final 2 rounds.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
And thus he would probably get them, but at the same time, it really depends on how much the judges value the grappling of Singh, because Singh is trying to lock in chokes, he is getting kind of bigger slams. That's kind of what it will come down to in the eyes of a judge.
Yeah, and that is the difference is, you know, what are the judges seeing? Because they're going to have their own personal bias, and unfortunately that's always going to be part. Is the person who, you know, is judging, has he done jiu-jitsu?
Right.
Or has he been like, was they a boxer? Were they a boxer? You know what I mean? So it's like they're going to put more emphasis on the striking of Theo tonight. You know, they always bring that unconscious bias to their judging.
All right, we'll send it up to our ring announcer Don Andrews for our official decision from our first bout.
So we have a decision. Judge Ziad Harb scores the fight 29-27. Judge Jason Tatlow scores the fight 29-27. And Judge Andy Social scores the fight 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision. In the blue corner, Kulbir Singh.
And that's why you just never know. You just never know what the judges are seeing.